Hello everyone, this video is about setting up the GNU GPG, and it's the basics of setting it up, so generating our keys and then making our key available, our public key available in a file so we can share it. So that's just the very basics. So let's start with this. I'm going to close this. So the first thing I need to do is check to see if it's installed. Oops, grep GNU, I think it's called GNU PG. There we go. So it's definitely installed. I have the localization package, I have the utilities, and I have the main software. So that's installed, so now I can use it. So I'm going to now generate my keys. So the first thing I do is use the name. So this is for Sue. I'm pretending I'm Sue. So now, if I want to change it, then can change it now. But I'm going to say OK, and it's going to ask me for a passphrase. I'm using a very short passphrase because I keep mistyping it, and if you mistype it, you have to start again. So I'm going to say OK on that one. Didn't like this. So I mean, it says it's an insecure passphrase, at least 8 characters long, at least 1 digit or a special character. So they're trying to make it a little complex, but it's a second factor. So I'm going to enter a new one because I'll do this the right way. So it says we need to generate a lot of random bytes. So what we have to do, what we do is move the mouse and hit the keys while it's generating it. So what's it done is it generated a revocation certificate for me. We'll talk about that later. And my key is marked as ultimately trusted. And it says public and secret key created and signed. The user ID in there is Sue Black, and it expires in 2023-02-18. So these are all defaults. So now I've created my key, my public and private key pair, and it should be in this tree. So let's do a tree. They're all stored in this tree, and there you see. I have the private key, and I have the revocation certificate. Again, we'll talk about that later. And then I have my own key ring. So now what I want to do is put my public key in a file so I can share it with somebody. So let's do that. So GPG, typing in the wrong spot. Armor. I'm just going to call it Sue's key. .gpg. Export. And the email that I used was sue.black@security.uk. So now I have my key. So now my public key is in this file. And it says public key block. I'm not sure what the old is. I'm going to have to look that up. But I can share this key, and then people can encrypt messages with me. So let's just take a quick look at it. Of course, it's going to be gibberish. As you can see, it's just a key block. You may have seen this if you've looked at other key blocks, but it has a begin statement and an end statement, and the email is encrypted in there. So that's my public key. And the steps that I needed to do that were I had to first make sure that it was installed, and then I generate my keys, and then I put my public key into a file, and now I can share it. So if I'm going to want to share it with people on this box, I'll put it in temp. I might put it into a repository of keys, or I might just give it to an individual. But that's all that's required to generate keys.